Hello, everyone. This is In My Opinion by Oli. I'm so glad you're here today with me. I'm your host, Oli, and this space is all about honest conversations that help us grow stronger, that help us grow deeper, and more connected in our relationships. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever been sitting next to someone you care about. But both of you are scrolling through your phones and maybe your tablets or maybe watching the TV and barely saying a word to each other. Or maybe you have had a misunderstanding over a text message that actually spiraled into a full blown argument. Today we're talking about something that affects us all, whether we are in a romantic relationship, whether it's a deep friendship, or even navigating family ties. In this digital era, connection is easier than ever, but so is disconnection. It's all about technology, it's all about social media, it's all about texting, it's all about notifications, it's all about screen time. So today we're going to explore how we can use technology in ways that actually support our relationships and not weaken them. The digital era and relationships, managing social media, texting, and technology in healthy ways in our relationships. Let's look at some key points and ways that technology show up in our lives, and how it can help or hurt our relationships. Number one is the always available trap. The always available trap is we are always expected to reply instantly to every messages that has been sent to your phone or to your tablet or to your laptop, or even every notification. And when someone doesn't respond right away, we start to overthink, like, what's going on, what's happening, you know? No matter the relationship you are in, no matter the relationship it is. But the truth is, quick replies don't always equal deep connections, if we think about it. Being constantly online does not mean we are emotionally present. So if you give it a very, very deep thought, that is when you can see that this is the always available trap. We are not expected to reply, or we are expected rather to reply instantly. And that's the first one. And the second one, these are ways, these are key points where technology gets tricky in relationships. So that is what I'm actually talking about. So number two is miscommunication over text. Miscommunication over texts are fast, but tone gets lost. When we're typing very fast to people, we forget the tone that we use when we type. And there's some sort of misunderstanding to the other party whenever we're texting. Some sort of miscommunication and misunderstanding. Miscommunication tends to get to misunderstanding. And when you use it over text, there are ways that people perceive some text messages that is not what you mean, but that is what they perceive. And this is just text we're talking about. So what was meant as a joke can feel like a criticism. What was meant as a concern can come across as control. Without body language, without eye contact, or even a voice tone, we lose so much understanding because of miscommunication over text. Then that's number two. Then the third one I'll be talking about is social media comparison. This is very dangerous. I know that last year I talked about comparison, how you compare yourselves to others. Social media comparison, let's be real. We scroll through highlight reels and all those things on social media. And other couples, family, friends, and your friendship seems very, very perfect in social media, right? And you start to compare yourself with it. I tend to tell people that tell people that I care about that comparison is a joy stealer. It steals your joy when you tend to compare yourselves to other people, and suddenly you start to ask yourself questions in our own relationships. But let's remember this: people post what they want us to see. That's what you have to think about. People just not that you have to criticize those that post whatever you want them to see, but that is what they feel like posting. Okay? But people post what they want us to see, not the full story. That is what we have to have at the back of our mind. Social media comparison. And remember, what we are talking about is key points where tech gets tricky in relationships. Okay? So now this is the fourth one. The fourth one is digital distraction. Digital distractions are, we're talking about phones at dinner, Netflix while half listening, when you're trying to have a conversation with your partner, or maybe with your siblings, with your mom, with your dad, with co-workers, maybe at work. So we think we're spending time together, but emotionally, let's think about it. We're not even there. We're not present. We're not giving our full attention. So this is how relationships get tricky. So now let's think about this. We're talking about how to be healthy with tech, right? Enough of the problems. Those are the problems that tech can give in a relationship. Now, let's talk about what we can do to solve these things. Okay? I'll give you tips, and these tips are very, very practical. They might be cliche, but they're very, very practical. Very, very practical. And if you tend to, and they're very simple tips. Simplicity is the best. Okay? Now, the first one is set tech-free zones or times, if that is possible. You can set tech-free zones or times in your relationships. Create a small boundary. Maybe no phones during dinner, that's fine. Then you can talk about how your day went. During family dinner, how did your day go? Maybe you can ask your youngest son, if you're a guy, if you're a mother, if you're a father. If you're a son, you can ask your dad, how did your day go? Something like that. Okay, we had this trouble in school. How was school today? Something. How was your week? All those things that you can ask. All the, you can, or maybe 1 hour window every evening with no screens. That would be lovely. That would be lovely. Be present in your relationships. You'll be amazed how much more present and connected you feel. You will. You'll be amazed. Trust me. The second one is using text wisely. When you're texting, you have to use it wisely. Use text for light check-ins, or maybe for plannings, or maybe for encouragement. But save deep or sensitive conversations for in person, or maybe at least a phone call. Okay? Remember, clarity is kindness. What I mean here is, when you text, you can just give the peripheral, maybe the basics. But when you want to go deep into conversations, texting is not the way to go. You can even give a very brief phone call to know how the person is doing, and maybe, just maybe, you can hear a tone or how the person sounds That is why there's the video calling right now. How does the person feel? How do you see the person? How does the person respond? You know, conversations for in person, it's very, very vital in relationships. How are you looking into the person's eyes, know what the person, have empathy in your conversations. But whenever you're using the texting, there can be miscommunication and the other party can perceive it the wrong way, but that is not what you meant. That is why you use texting wisely in relationship. Then the third one is check your intentions on social media. Solutions I'm giving you right now. Check your intentions on social media. When you go to social media, what are your intentions? Before you post, before you scroll, before you pause, before you ask, just have this silence within you and ask, am I looking for connection or validation? Am I comparing or celebrating others? Why don't you ask yourself these questions? A simple step back and a simple mindset can protect your heart, can protect your relationship. I'm talking about mindset shift. Just a simple mindset shift can protect your heart and protect your relationship, no matter the relationship. Family, siblings, co-workers, colleagues, your partner, your relationship partner. Then, this is the last solution. The last solution is practice digital affection. Trust me, this is fun. All right. Send a surprise voice note. Just a surprise voice, a sweet selfie, or a I'm thinking of you message. That is how digital tech appliances that we have and has been provided to us. That is how we can use it in our relationships to have a safe relationship with others. It's not about big gestures. No, it's about small intentional moments that say, I care. Okay? That's all. That's all. If you're loving this episode, I go even deeper in my ebook on relationships available on Amazon, and I'm going to put the link in the description. Okay, it's packed with real life tools and heart-centered exercises to help you build healthier and deeper and more joyful relationships, no matter the stage you're in. Okay, I'm going to put the descriptions in the description. What am I saying? I'm going to put it in the description, okay? I'm going to put the link in the description. So let me leave you with this inspirational quote, okay? Okay. Technology should enhance connection. Technology should enhance connection. Let's look at the positivity of technology right now. Technology should enhance connection, not replace it. Love thrives in presence and not proximity. It's not that I'm nearby, not that I'm nearby. It's your presence in front of the person that matters. So today, we've talked about how easy it is to lose touch with the people we care about, even while being digitally connected 24/7. But it doesn't have to be that way. Let's use tech on purpose, but not on autopilot. Let's use let's be the ones who put our phones down to look into someone's eyes. Let's be the ones who choose voice notes over vague text. let's be the ones who pause the scroll to be fully present with someone who matters to us. Okay? So, do you feel technology has helped you or hurt your relationship the most? What do you think? Has it helped you? Has it hurt you? Is it the both of them, or maybe you're still figuring it out? You can drop it in the comments, okay? And tell me why. I'd love to feature your thoughts or stories in the next episode. So don't forget to leave your name and handle for a shout out, okay? So let's remember this. Technology is just a tool. It can't replace your presence. It can't replace your love. It can't replace your attention. The strongest relationships aren't built on perfect text. They are built on honest, very, very honest connections. Okay. Thank you so much for listening today, my lovelies. And if this episode spoke to you, you can share it with a friend. Okay. Remember to check out my ebook on Amazon. Okay. I'll put the link in the description. And next time, we'll have a very, very good episode the next time. Okay. So stay tuned. All right. So take care of yourself, my lovelies. And remember, always stay calm. All right. Ciao.